If you are thinking of embarking on online fashion brand, this video is for you. Having done my online business for like 3 to 5 years now, I'm going to be sharing the mistakes that I have made and how you can learn from my mistakes and the steps that you're going to take in order for you to have your online fashion brand that you're going to be successful in. You are welcome back to House of Ada, and in today's video we'll be sharing the steps that you are going to take in order for you to run a successful fashion online business. Coming up. My name is Blessing and I am the owner of House of Ada, and in today's video I'll be sharing with you the mistakes that I have made on my journey to having this online fashion business, the steps that you will take that no one tells you about in order to have a successful online fashion brand and online presence. So with my first step, I'll be talking about your customers. Before you can even think of having an online fashion business, you have to first of all, because fashion brand is very broad, you can't think of meeting everybody's needs. Like when it comes to fashion, I focus more on the women. I have a friend who focuses on the men and the other who does for the kids or babies, as you may call it. So before you set off to go and start this online business, it's good that you identify, know who your customers are, and this apply to other businesses as well, to know your target market. Like in commerce, I think that's what we were taught, know your target market. So for me, I felt to really know fully who the business is for, because at some point in line I was making for women bespoke wears or made to order, and I failed to set my boundaries. Like some women would come and they already want to make one for their partners, and I wasn't saying to them, no, I focus on the women. And on the long run, I started being so vocal about it, and I started making my intentions, my business line known to people, to say to them, I make for women. I can make for girls or toddlers, but not for babies. So if you want to make for your partner, I can get a colleague of mine who is making for men and give to them. So my point here is that it's important you know who you are making the clothes for. To lead me to the second point, which is, so you have to have your unique difference. Most people are making women's clothes, so what makes your own so outstanding? Like when people see this, it will really help them to say, okay, oh, this is from this person, this is from that person. This was a major mistake, that one of the mistakes I made while I was building mine. I did not have that unique difference. Like I was always thinking, oh, most women, they want skirts, they want this. So I was making things I thought others were making without asking myself what would really make people to know what comes from me, so that they say, okay, this is what she is giving us that is different from what we are going to get from others if we try to go to the market to get that same thing that she is selling. So know your unique difference. Another mistake I made along my journey was I failed to have a physical market. In my mind, though, at the start I had a place I was going to display the clothes, but I didn't stay there for like a month, because I felt like I have been there for like several weeks and people were not even coming to ask me, without me knowing that people are not going to come out straight after 2 weeks or 3 weeks to come and start patronizing you. So I was in a rush to go in, because I was already spending so much in paying the shop rent, the space that was allocated to me. So even if you're having something online, have a place where you can equally let people come and see the clothes that you are displaying online, to have that one-to-one personal contact, personal chat conversation. Because me myself, I like buying things online, but I still want to see them. How does it look? Because I know when things are being displayed online, you can order them, and when they get to you, probably the color was not what it looked like when taking the pictures. But when I take my own pictures, I try to make them, give it that natural light look. So it's not like it's like a bit gray and you get it is ash in color, or like it's silver. So I try to give it that natural light, so that when people buy, they know this is the fabric or the dress, the shade it came in when the picture was taken. This leads me to the next one. So when you have the physical market, the next thing is to tell people about your business, the word of mouth. Like back in the days, people advertise their business by preaching about it, telling others about the business. But now most people think they can just sit at home, take pictures, and they are already selling. It doesn't work like that. So when I sell, I still tell people about, okay, I have got this. Even if you don't make up in your head, they may not want to buy, just tell them. And by telling them, they will tell others. And sometimes not just telling them, but encourage them to tell other people they know about your business. So your neighbors, and this is, I believe, one of the easiest way for you to advertise your product, your clothes, without spending so much. What the online ads really does to the business is to expand it, to take it far to the people that we can't even meet, like in the next 2-3 miles away. So this promotes the business and send it out far away, but start by telling people the business by the word of mouth. Another thing is you should think about what area of the business are you going to go into when it comes to online fashion brand. If it's for women, if it's for babies, if it's for men, fashion is versatile. That is one thing you have to know. You can't be making clothes and be making hair salon and be selling a little bit of bag by the side, a little bit of shoes by the side, because you told people that you are selling women clothes. Just focus in one area. Let the people know you to be selling just clothes and not jewelries, accessories, or little things by the side. Focus on that. I get the point where I was telling my friend this, and she's like, you can't put all your eggs in one basket. You know, people may come in and they're like, oh, you don't sell this, let me go and get it from the next shop. And this is what leads to them, you know, putting all those small things aside. But the truth on the long run is that they will end up not coming to buy anything from you at all, because they would believe you sell so many things that is confusing, and they may end up not trusting you with getting the quality one. So it is good if you are known for this, focus in that area. And the final but not the least mistake that I did not think about is the distribution mechanism. So when you think about the areas or the places you get your fabrics or your things you use in sewing, or if they are already made in a particular country and you have to bring them in, how do you get those things delivered? For me, I made a mistake of thinking if I can buy from China and it's cheaper, I can bring them in cheaper as well, without knowing there were tariffs, there were costs that I have to pay, the tax. And when it was coming from my own country, the Nigeria, I felt like it's a bit expensive, but there were less things to pay, like tariff, your VAT, there were less, but I was looking at the higher way that they are going to come in, and I thought it was expensive. And when I had to buy from China, it took longer time to arrive. The second one, it came in with lots of tariffs on it, and I had to start paying. So when you are ready to build your online business, these are the major things that you have to look into before you can even think of creating a website. If you don't have a customer, don't bother creating a website, because you have to think of ways you can drive traffic to your website. Except you're already in the show business, you're already known, so you can put out your link there and people are already visiting your website. So if you are confused, you're not letting people know who the fashion business, the online that you're creating for, how will people even know what to buy from you? Question of the day: which of these steps do you think that really resonates with you? And if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing, and you can check out this video so you can know where to buy your fabrics if you are in London. And I will see you here.